get fear in maths. You have to find the path to overcome fear in maths. You will get success in that. To overcome fear in maths, you will get success in that.
Hello students, now today's topic be number system which is based on class 9 and 10 also. Okay, now today I discuss about the number system. The number system, first I discuss the number system starts from the natural number. Now natural number. What is natural number? All counting number which is starts from 1 is called the natural number. Then the natural number be 1, 2, 3, dot 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 dot. Okay, there is no ending point. The number line is represented natural number 1, 2, 3, 4 and like this. The lowest natural number be 1, the largest natural number be, there is no largest natural number. All the counting number starts from 1 is called the natural number. Now I start. This is the whole number. What is whole number? What the whole number is? The number, the counting number which starts from 1, 0 is called whole number. The number line becomes 0, 1, 2, 3. This is the number, the counting number which starts from 0 is called the whole number. The lowest whole number is 0. The largest whole number, there is no largest whole number. Now the integer. Now our topic is integer. What is integer? Integer, there is the counting number which has no starting point, no ending point. This is goes on indefinitely, infinitely in the negative portion and the positive portion. This is called the positive integer and this is called the negative integer. Integer, the counting number which has no starting point, no ending point. That means it has no lowest integer and no largest integer is called the integer. Here is called the positive integer and here is called the negative integer. 0 has no sign. Okay. Now my topic is rational number. What is rational number? What is rational number? The number, all of you write in your copy, which I am writing now. You please write in your copy, otherwise you forgot all these things. Okay, the number which can be expressed as P by Q, where Q not equal to 0 and P and Q are prime to each other, is called rational number. Is called rational number. Hello, what is rational number? What is rational number? The number which can be expressed as P by Q, where Q not equal to 0 and P and Q are prime to each other is called rational number. Now the question is, what is prime number? What is composite number? Then I just say and you listen carefully. What is prime number? The number, it has only two factors. One and itself is called the prime number. The prime number be 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13 like this. 1 is not the prime number. 1 is unit number. And 2 be even prime. Only even prime number is 1, which is 2. Okay. Now, what is composite number? The prime number is that this is, and the composite number, the number which has at least 3 factors. This is called the composite number. What is composite number? That give example, some example such as 4, 6, 8, 12, 15, like this. It has factor 1 and itself other than any other factor. That is 4. The factor of 4 be 1, 2 and 4 also. It has 3 factors. That's why 4 is the composite number. And the 9 has factors 1 and 9 itself, and 3 is the another factor of 9. That's why 9 also be the composite number. Now, I here say the prime to each other. That means these and these has not a common factor except other than 1. The example of rational number be, the example of rational number 2 by 3, 3 by 2, 1, 2, 10. That means 1 by 1. This is 10 by 1, 2 by 1, like this. This is called the rational number. The number which can be expressed as P by Q, where Q not equal to 0 and P and Q are prime to each other, is called the rational number. Now my question be, what is irrational number? What is irrational number? What is irrational number? The number which cannot be expressed as like this, P by Q, is called the irrational number. Then the question be, irrational number. Irrational number, what is? The number which cannot be expressed as P by Q is called irrational number. The example of irrational number be root 2, root 3, root 5, like this. The number which cannot be expressed as P by Q is called the irrational number. Now the question be, what is real number? Now here I write real number. All of you look, the natural number is the smallest. Then 0 add, then it become whole number. Then negative and positive add, it becomes integer. Then all fractional value add, then it becomes rational number. It becomes rational number. Rational number can express as Q. Okay, rational number expressed as Q. Integer expressed as R. Whole number expressed as W, and natural number expressed as N. Some people use the integer use, somewhere integer is used by Z also. Okay. Now this is the rational number is denoted as Q, and the irrational number, and there are the irrational number. Here is the number which cannot be expressed as rational number. This is called the irrational number. Irrational number. Okay. These all together, rational number plus irrational number together is called real number. Okay. Now this together is called the real number. It can be expressed as capital R. Okay. Rational number and irrational number together is called the real number. Real number is denoted as R. Now I discuss few sums about the rational number. Okay. Now just you find 6 rational number between 3 and 4. This is the very easiest process. All of you look at the board. Here I write How many? 6. Okay. Now you multiply it by 7. 6 plus 1, 7. Up numerator and the denominator. Okay. Now you do multiplied by 7 with the numerator and denominator. Then which number become? The number is same. 7 7 cut, 7 7 cut. 3 and 4 are remain same. You just find 6 rational number between. That's why I write 7. 6 plus 1, 7. The number become 21 by 7. Here is number become 28 by 7. Then you put inside, because you find the 6 rational number between 3 and 4 just in a fraction of second. You can't say, ma'am, 3 after 4. There is no gap. No. Any two, between any two integers, there are infinitely many rational number. Okay. I just give a one way. You find another way. Okay. Now, just the number become which? 21 by 7 and 28 by 7. Now you put inside another numbers, which is 22 by 7 also, 23 by 7 also, 24 by 7 also, 25 by 7 also, 26 by 7 also, 27 by 7 also, 28 by 7. Next, the how many rational number I asked? I asked 6 rational number. 22 by 7, 23 by 7, 24 by 7, 25 by 7, 26 by 7, 27 by 7. This is the 6 rational number between 3 and 4. This is a way. You have to find any other different way. This is the easiest process. That's why I am telling. Now, find the rational number between these and these. How many rational numbers? 5 rational numbers. Okay. You just you enlarge the denominator. You enlarge denominator by multiplying any number with the numerator and the denominator. That's why you just multiplied here 10 also. Now 10. And here also you multiplied by 10. Then the number become, which number become? 30 by 50. And here also 40 by 50. 30 and 40. Between how many numbers? 10 numbers are there. Then you just find any 5 numbers, such as 31 by 50, 32 by 50, 33 by 50, 34 by 50 and 35 by 50. I tell just you find 5 rational number between these and these. This is 31 by 50, 32 by 50, 33 by 50, 34 by 50, 35 by 50. You can also find 36 by 50, 37 by 50, 38 by 50, 39 by 50 also. Okay, when you find the rational number between any fractional number, you just enlarge the denominator with the multiplication, the same numbers you can multiply in numerator and the denominator also. Then you put inside the number. This is very easiest process. You can do any other process also. Okay. Now you collect few sums from the any book and do the all exercise under these sums in your copy. Please you do. Okay. This is you have to do. This is only class 9 standard sum. I just explained here. Now I explain few sums under the real number in the class 10 standard. Okay. Now I discuss Euclid's division lemma under real numbers. Okay. What is Euclid's division lemma? Euclid's division lemma is under the it is also known as the Euclid's division algorithm also, which is find the HCF of two numbers. Okay. Now which is Euclid's division lemma. Given, just to write like this is given also, given any two positive integer, listen very carefully, given any two positive integer a and b, there exists any unique, this is very important, unique integer, any unique integers, two integers q and r, such that it can be represented as, a can be represented as bq plus r, where 0 less or equal to r less than b. That means I write the something which is given to any positive integer a and b, there exists any unique, there is not any, there exist unique integers, unique, listen very carefully, there exist unique integers q and r, such that a is bq plus r. That means where 0 less or equal to r less than b. এটা শুনতে এরকম লাগছে, তোমরা ছোট থেকে পড়ে এসছো ডিভিশন, ডিভাইড এন্ড চেক. Which is this? What is this? This is dividend. Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. This is the Euclid's division lemma or Euclid's division algorithm. All of you know, but you don't know who find this. The great mathematician Euclid find this division. Dividend is equal to divide and check. This is find Euclid's. This is called the Euclid's division lemma. It also known as division algorithm also. This is dividend is equal to, ছোট থেকে পড়ে আসছি আমরা, dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. This can be represented as this one. A is here dividend, B is here divisor, Q is here quotient, and R is here remainder. Remainder also must be either 0, there will be no bhagshesh, there will be no remainder, this is 0, and it must be less than the divisor. এটা অবশ্যই ডিভাইজারের থেকে বাংলায় বলে ভাজক. ভাজ্য ইজ ইকুয়াল টু ভাজক ইনটু ভাগফল প্লাস ভাগশেষ. ছোট থেকে শিখেছো, বাংলা ছেলেমেয়েদের জন্য বলছি যারা স্টেট বোর্ডে পড়াশোনা করো, প্লিজ লিসেন কেয়ারফুলি. দেখো, ডিভিডেন্ড ইজ ইকুয়াল টু ডিভাইজার ইনটু কোসেন্ট প্লাস রিমাইন্ডার. রিমাইন্ডার 0 to and divisor. Remainder is belongs to between 0 to divisor. Understood? This is called the Euclid's division lemma. This is very very important for class 10 student. Okay? Very very important. Please you write in your note down in your copy. Please pause the video and write in your copy. Okay? Now I discuss the sum also depends on these lemma. Use division algorithm to find the HCF. The HCF of this and this. The HCF of this and this, you know how to find the HCF also. You by division method. All of you know. You division method, you find the HCF. Now, what is this? This 1 la. This is 0. And this is here 9. Okay. Now you write, just do write like this. Dividend here, dividend, and divisor this one 135. Then quotient, then remainder is 90. দেখো রিমাইন্ডার ইজ বিটুইন 0 টু দিস ওয়ান 135 এর থেকে ছোট 90 is less than 135. Okay, now I say here again you divide when the remainder be 0, then you divide up to that, you divide like this, you do the process, you continue this process again. Now here 90 ones are 90, this is, and then 4, and then again the remainder, then you write like this, 135 is equal to 90 into 1 plus 45 here, remainder is here, remainder is less than 90. Now you again do, then you know 45 twos are 90, then here remainder is 0. Then when the remainder becomes 0, you do the same process, continue and continue. Then when the remainder is 0, then you say HCF is what? 45. HCF is, you say now, HCF is 45. You know, all of you know how to do the HCF by the division method, but you don't know who find this. The great mathematician Euclid find this algorithm. You just find like this and you find the HCF. You collect the HCF from any book, anywhere also. Please you collect all the HCF and do in your copy. Please do in your copy. And if you have doubts, please you tell me in the comment box. Please you do. And you write all these things which I write on the board. Please pause the video and write in your copy. Okay, now I discuss the typical sum. This is very important for class 10 student also. Please look at it. So that any positive odd integer means odd 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. This is odd integer. Okay, odd integer is of the form 4q plus 1 or 4q plus 3 where q is some integer. Okay, this is the typical sum. Please you look at the board also. Now I take, let A is an odd integer, okay, and B is here 4, and here Q is some integer. By division, by Euclid's division algorithm, we said Euclid's division lemma, A is BQ plus R. Here A is 4Q plus R. R is what? I already said R is between 0 to 4. 0 less than or equal to R, less than 4. Then R is either 0 or 1 or 2 or 3. Okay, this one less than 4 also, 4 is not R. Okay, now you just put first here 0. So A is become 4Q, where is put R is 0, and A is become when R is 1, this one, and A is become, then R is 2 here, and A is become, then where is R is 3. Okay, now 4 types are here. 4 types is possible because R is like 4 types, but here A is, I say, odd integer. Is it odd or is it odd? No, because it can divisible by 2 also. It can divisible by 2 also. That's why these 2 types, it cannot be expressed as odd integer. Then which type it can express? It can expressed by these and these types. Then the question is, any positive odd integer is expressed as, any positive odd integer can expressed as 4q plus 1 and 4q plus 3. Just like this. You collect some maths from any book, I say repeatedly, and you do the maths and you practice in your home. Okay, now that's all for today. If you like my video, please press the like button, please subscribe my channel, and please press the bell icon to get the further notification. And comments also. If you have any doubts, please comments. Please practice, 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 practice. You must practice maths in your home. Just you write all these things and you just practice. That's all for today. Thank you very much.